Yvonne was handed a dirty plate and told to scrub faster by her daughter's mother-in-law. Her own daughter just stood there and smirked. That's when she realized ... She wasn't a guest. She was the help. But what none of them expected, Yvonne had a plan. And when it hit it hit hard. If you've ever been disrespected by your own family or underestimated because you were too kind, buckle up, hit that like button, subscribe, and get ready for a story that proves payback isn't just sweet, it's justified. Yvonne is 64, a widow, a retired school teacher, and the kind of woman who bakes pies just because it's Tuesday. She's always been the type to put others first, especially her daughter, Rachel. So when Rachel invited her over for a special dinner at her home, Yvonne felt warm inside. Maybe it was finally her turn to be appreciated, to be seen. She put on her favorite blue cardigan and brought her famous apple pie, because that's what moms do. But when she arrived, something felt ... off. Rachel barely greeted her. No hug, no smile, just a distracted wave before rushing off to chat with her wealthy in-laws. Yvonne stepped inside and froze. The kitchen sink was piled high. The counters were cluttered with dishes. And the mother-in-law perfect hair, diamond earrings, and a voice sharp enough to slice marble gave Yvonne a once-over and said, "Ah, you must be Rachel's mom. Wonderful. We could really use an extra pair of hands." Yvonne laughed, thinking it was a joke. It wasn't. Before she could even set down her pie, Rachel shoved a dish towel into her hands and whispered, "Mom, can you just help out tonight? Please don't make this a thing." She didn't want to embarrass Rachel, so she nodded and quietly got to work. But that helping quickly turned into serving. As the evening dragged on, Yvonne was ordered around like hired help, refilling wine glasses, clearing plates, scrubbing pots. She watched as her daughter smiled and laughed with the rich in-laws, while she, her own mother, stood in the kitchen, invisible. No one offered to help. No one said thank you. And when Yvonne finally sat down to grab a bite, Rachel looked at her and said, "Mom, could you eat later? We're about to do dessert." That was the moment. Yvonne didn't cry. She didn't yell. She just watched. Watched her daughter turn her back on the woman who raised her. Watched the smug mother-in-law sip wine like royalty. And then, like a calm storm gathering under blue skies, she made a quiet decision. Yvonne stood, wiped her hands, and smiled politely. "Of course, dear. I'll clean up the rest." But this time, she wasn't scrubbing dishes, she was cleaning house. Over the next few weeks, Yvonne distanced herself. No more favors. No more last-minute babysitting. No more gifts. Rachel noticed, but assumed her mom would come running back. She always did, but she didn't. Then came the real twist. Rachel's husband lost his job.